Picture this. You walk into an open house, you fall in love with it. You find the listing agent and you say, I have to have this house. Can you represent me too? And I say yes. That's called dual agency. And it sounds simple enough. One agent, two parties, everyone's treated equally. Clean, efficient, done. But then you lean in and say, okay, but I heard there's multiple offers. What do I need to do to win? And that's where everything gets complicated because now I'm standing in the middle of two people who both trust me and I can't fully serve either one of you. All I can legally tell you is here's the price the seller wants. You can go higher, you can go lower, or you can match it. That's it. That's all I've got for you. And I can see it on your face. You're thinking, but you know what the offers are. Why can't you just help me? And you're right, I do know. But I also represent the seller, and my job, my legal obligation, is to get them the best possible outcome. The moment I whisper to you what it takes to beat the competition, I've betrayed every other buyer at the table. And that's not a gray area, that's a violation. Here's what most people don't realize. Dual agency generates more complaints at the real estate commissions in virtually every state than almost any other issue in this industry. Now, are there agents who handle this with total integrity, who never breathe a word to either side and hold perfectly level playing field? Yes, they do exist. And I want to be honest with you about my own experience. In 8 years of doing this, I have handled exactly one dual agency transaction. One. And I went into that situation with my eyes wide open. I overcommunicated every step of the way, making absolutely sure both the seller and the buyer understood exactly what dual agency meant, what I could and couldn't do for them, and what they were agreeing to. Both parties were informed. Both parties were on board. I was transparent to the degree that would be probably exhausting to most people. But even then, even when it's done right, it's not something I plan to make a habit of. It was a very specific situation with very specific circumstances that called for it. It's not how I do business, and here's why. When an agent stands to collect both sides of the commission, the buyer side and the seller side, the temptation to tip the scales even a little is real. And when that happens, someone always loses. Usually it's the person who trusted the most. This is exactly why real estate can't just be handed off to an algorithm. These are human moments. There's competing loyalties, real money, real trust. And here's what I want you to walk away with. If you're a buyer, know what you're agreeing to before you ever sign a dual agency agreement. Ask questions, get clarity, and make sure the agent across from you has integrity to hold that line. If you're a seller, think hard about whether you're comfortable with your agent sitting on both sides of the table. And if you're an agent considering dual agency, over-communicate, over-disclose, and document everything because the line is thinner than most people think, and the consequences of crossing it are very real. Dual agency isn't wrong, but it is a tightrope. And most people don't find out they're on it until they're already in the middle, with no net below. I'm Leslie Martin. I look forward to helping you make your next move.